Hi, ladies. This is Ryan Arant. I'm an advanced director with Pure Romance, and I just wanted to go through the new compensation plan that is going to go into effect on January 1st, 2016, to make sure that all of our Shining Jewels team was prepared and could adjust your goals accordingly so that it wasn't a shock on January 1st when all of the changes took effect. Pure Romance has put together a great slideshow for us to use, and I just want to make sure that we are all on the same page. If you have any questions about what I go over today, please don't hesitate to contact me or Jody Baltziger. We will be glad to walk you through this. Um, but we're just going to go through and we're going to do a little comparison about what our compensation plan looks like today and what it's going to look like in 2016. These changes are very exciting. Yes, they are asking us to stretch ourselves a little bit more than we have been in the past, but I think that it's very doable, and I think that it's just going to help us grow in an amazing way personally and professionally. So don't get upset about any of these changes. If you have any questions as to why, hopefully I'll answer most of those today, but if not, definitely get in contact with me and I will be glad to go over the compensation plan further with you. So let's get started. So the reason that they looked at changing our compensation plan is because we are consistently seeing 20+% sales growth. This year we've seen a 23.8%. Last year it was right around the same, maybe a little higher, but the sales growth has been amazing in this company and is really unheard of in direct sales to be consistent. So we are definitely in that growth period, and they want to make sure that we are staying on top of what we need to do as a company to be relevant, to be competitive. We do have one of the best compensation plans in the direct sales industry, and they want to make sure that we are around for a long, long time. So that's where a lot of these come from. You'll notice here that we are actually having a 41.5% override growth as compared to a 23.8% sales growth, which means that the ladies that are joining Pure Romance are just kicking it into gear right from the beginning and are growing their teams, growing their businesses very quickly. And so that means that we're actually paying out a very high percentage of in overrides. And the override is what you get on your bonuses for team sales and other bonuses like that. So we're definitely taking advantage of the plan that we have, and we want to make sure that we're not paying out more in overrides than we are actually bringing in. So we're going to try to bring some of that stuff more in line so that we can make sure that we have a very strong company and not somebody that is weakened by the growth. So that's where some of this is coming from. The 2015 compensation plan had tons of people just making tons of money very easily. They weren't really having to push themselves too hard to get those overrides and to make that money, which is great, but at the same time, you do want to push yourself to be the best you can in your business, so a little bit of a challenge is always a good thing. Here you see our compensation plan for today, and all of the great overrides that are given. There's not a whole lot changing on this, but just a couple of little tweaks here and there, and we're going to get into those now. So we want to make sure that we are saving our pennies and that we're making the right choices with our money and how it's being spent and how it's being paid out so that we have a strong company. There are a few minor adjustments, some increases to bonuses and things like that, which is very exciting. That in some ways, yes, they are asking us to stretch, but at the same time, they're saying because you're stretching, we're going to up what we're paying out in bonuses. So here we go. If you pick the right people and give them the opportunity to spread their wings and put compensation as a carrier behind it, you almost don't have to manage them. Pure Romance is definitely seeing that is true. We have a great compensation plan and people are just loving it and eating it up and growing by leaps and bounds. So the minimums to achieve level advancements have changed. This is one of the reasons that I wanted to go over this with you, is because where you are today, if you want to keep that level on January 1st, then you need to make sure that you are in line and that you have what you need as far as your team members for 2016. As of January 1st, 2016, they will be making adjustments to titles to make sure that they are in line with what is required for January and going forward. So right now, to be a senior consultant, you'll notice that you need, and if you look up here, you only need 3 consultants. You know, that me plus 3 that we're always talking about to be a senior consultant. In 2016, you're going to need 4. So I would suggest that you, between now and 2016, this is extremely doable. If you have 2, then instead of striving for that 1, you're going to strive for 2 to 3 more. To make sure that you have your 4 plus that you need. If you are sitting at 3 right now, then you definitely want to make sure that you get that 4th, maybe a 5th or 6th, to make sure that you are in position for 2016. Also, as you notice at the director level, we have a requirement of 6 on your first line and 2 on your second line. Instead of that, you now are going to have all 8 of those people on your first line. You're not going to be required to have any second level downline whatsoever to be a director. So it's just shifting the 2 up into the director level instead of requiring for 2 of your people to have moved or to have recruited. At the advanced director level, you are going to need your 12, which is staying the same, and then your 4 active in your downline. But the difference is that instead of those 4 being anywhere across the board, you're going to have at least 4 under one person, because you're now going to be required to have at least 1 senior consultant. So if you notice this growth chart here, you didn't need any senior consultants until you became an executive director. Now they're kind of shifting some things around, moving some things around to make it more in line so that you are growing your business, not just on that first line, but that your second level is growing and that you are developing those leaders as you're growing in leadership. So as an advanced director, you'll have to have 12, 4, and one of those 12 in your first line will have to be a senior consultant or above. At senior director, the 18 is the same, but instead of having to have 6 on your second line, you now have to have 8, which goes right in line with the fact that you have to have 2 senior consultants. It makes complete sense there. That means that 2 of the 18 have to have recruited at least 4 apiece, which makes your 8 here, which makes you make sure that you're consistently growing those leaders. At national director, you have to have 30 people on your first line, 30 people on your second line, and 4 senior consultants or above. So that those 4 senior consultants would be your 4 times 4, which is 16. So 16 of the second line need to be under 4 of your first line at national director. And then at executive director, you have to have 30 on your first line, 40 on your second line, and then 8 senior consultants or above. And so your 4 times 8 is 32. That's why this number of 40 has changed to put you in line with that, the 8 that are required here. If you have any further questions about that, please don't hesitate to contact me, and I can go through the math on that for you and explain how all of that works. Okay, so the active number, as we talked about a minute ago, is just simple math of what is required here, plus the fact that they are trying to make sure that you are growing your leadership consistently as you grow through leadership. So the monthly minimum retail sales to receive bonuses, those have changed also right now. To receive a bonus, which your bonuses are what you get paid on the people that you have recruited. As an advanced consultant, you have to have $500 in sales to receive the bonuses on the people below you. And that's going to go to 750. Senior consultant at the moment is 1,000. That's going to go to 1,500. Director level is going to 2,250. Advanced director is going to 3,000. Senior director is going to 3,500. National director is going to 4,000, and executive director is going to 4,000. So everybody is getting a little bit of an up. But this really isn't that big of a stretch. If you look at this chart here, this shows what the average for each level is and then what they're asking you to do. And those averages, except for on the advanced consultant level, which are our newer consultants, except for on that level, everybody's kicking it, and these goals should be very easy to reach. So, as a senior consultant, our average is 2569, and the new monthly minimum is 1500. So I mean, that's $1,000 difference on our average. So definitely, these things should not be affecting those that are really recruiting and trying to build a team. You should be in that $2,500 level on your sales anyway. So if you are recruiting and wanting to make it to the next level, then definitely look at these, maybe even take a screenshot, and always be shooting for that average, at least for your title, or maybe even the average for the title above you. All right, override bonus percentages. These are all staying the same that they are right now. This is the chart that is in your incentive guide as of today. So none of that is changing, but this is always a good chart to look over to see what and how you are being paid. Lifestyle bonuses. For those of you that don't know what a lifestyle bonus is, Pure Romance pays us to look good, and I think that's pretty awesome. As you grow into leadership, they want to make sure that you are able to do those little things for yourself to pamper yourself and to help you look good and to help you with that more professional wardrobe and look. So as a senior consultant, you get a $100 lifestyle bonus. As a director, in the past it was 150. It's going to go to 200. The only difference in the requirement there is that you are going to be required to recruit and activate one person per month. Advanced director, that is going up, but none of the activation needs are changing for anyone else. Advanced director is going from 250 to 300. Senior director is going from 350 to 400. And the reason they're doing that is to say, yes, we do realize that our requirements are a little bit higher, so we want to thank you and make sure that you know that we're asking you to work a little harder. So they're just making the bonuses a little bit higher there. Now, in the past and as of right now, we have not had to pay for our personal websites. Pure Romance is completely paying for anything that has to do with the upgrades to our personal website, with the maintenance, and that is very expensive, especially as we are growing as a company and having to add more servers and more space. So, in the past, as I said, oh, excuse me, I'm skipping a screen ahead. So let's go over this very quickly. Personal website commissions, there's no change there. We're keeping our 30% and our 40%. A free product, that is not changing either. I hope that everyone is taking advantage of their free product. And if you are close to hitting that $1,000, that you're going ahead and getting those last couple of orders that you need to get to the 1,000 or 2,000, whatever it happens to be. Retail sales bonus. So right now, and this is staying the same, there's no change here. If you have $10,000 in personal retail sales, you receive 2.5% cash back. So, ladies, if you have $10,000 in retail sales in a month, they're giving you a check for $250 just for working that hard. Additionally, consultants who achieve an annual sales of 100,000 or more receive another 2.5%. So if you can imagine getting that check for $2,500 back at the end of the year, on top of getting that 250 for every month that you hit 10,000, that's nice little paycheck there, ladies. Sponsoring bonuses, those are not changing. Senior consultant, or I'm sorry, consultants and advanced consultants will still continue to receive the $50 bonus in free product for every new consultant that activates. For senior consultants and above, we get a lifestyle bonus for leading our team instead of that free product. Our sales and product discounts. Ladies, y'all are great shoppers and know how to work the system and get the biggest bang for your buck and love those sales. On average, across the company, 75% of the days in 2015, the company has offered a sale, and 80% of the orders that are placed on those days that there are sales. So only about 20% of the orders are being placed on the days that there are no sales. The average discount during a sale is 7 to 10%. So you're actually making an extra 7 to 10% on any product that you buy on a sale day. And that means that smart shopping equals more savings, which equals more money in your pocket when those products are sold. So currently, we are offering all of these items in a six pack, and they've noticed that a lot of these items are not being purchased in six packs, so they're going to pare that down just to the 80% that are being sold. I'm sorry, the six packs that make up 80% of what is being sold. So here's a list. You can take a screenshot of this, or if you need a copy of it, just let me know and I can get it to you. But these are the items that will be offered as of January 1st, 2016 in six packs. And as you'll notice that these are probably the items that you are already ordering in six packs. So our birthday and anniversary discounts, on your anniversary month and then also on your birthday month, you get a 5% discount on one order. That's actually going to go away, and they're going to use that money for more relevant performance related incentives instead of just giving you 5% off because it's your birthday month. I mean, that's nice, but I'd much rather them spend that money on incentives that really mean more to us as consultants. Superstar bonus. The superstar bonus is changing a little bit. Retail sales goal is going from 80,000 to 100,000. So, and then also your activations are going to be, instead of having to have 24 activations in a year, you'll have to have 36 activations in a year, and you will receive $12,000 payout at the once that goal is reached. With the fast track, we are not making any changes there. You're still going to receive the necklace if you have $1,000 in personal retail sales in the first 60 days. And if you sponsor someone, then you will also get the really pretty little pin, lapel pin that you can wear. This is a great little incentive. It gives everyone that special piece of jewelry to wear just for meeting those requirements. And I love that they do this for us. So board of directors requirements. These are requirements for those that are directors. If you want to be a part of the board and help influence how our company moves forward, this is definitely something to work for and to achieve. This is something for those that are looking to be a director for you to know about and to possibly put in your goals for next year. There are two different levels. There's board, which you have to meet the very first time, and then there's senior board. My understanding is that you cannot make the senior board until your second year. So you have to make the board of directors the first year, and then if you make the requirements the second year, then you can be on the senior board of directors after that. So the first year, which would be where everyone in our team would fall, that could possibly make this, there are a couple of little changes. Really, it's only one, and that's with your activations. So you have to have $75,000 in retail sales personally next year, and you'll have to have 24 activations. The 24 activations really isn't that difficult. If you are um, setting your goals at having 2 active new recruits every month, then this 24 is very doable. And then your group sales of 250,000. If you're adding 24 people to your team in a year, then the 250,000 should not be too hard to reach because this 24 is on your first level, which means that you're also going to have 3 other levels below you that are hopefully following in your footsteps and also recruiting. President's Club, these requirements are for anyone. It doesn't matter what level you are, you can reach this. You just need to set your goals. There's only one change here. We are going from 12 activations this year to 16 next year. So it's $60,000, which averages out to about $5,000 a month in personal retail sales. And then adding 16 new active consultants to your team throughout the year. So that is 16. That's really less than 2 consultants per month. It's about 2 consultants out of 4 months, and then every other month of the year you have to add at least one. Um, so that's definitely very achievable with the retail sales. If you're rocking out your sales, then that shouldn't be too hard to do either. But those are definitely for our career girls goals that you need to be shooting for. So minimum to remain active. I hate talking about minimums, but we need to, we do have a few that are and we love you too. You're our personal use consultants, or you're just wanting a little pocket change and to get that discount. So here is the change for that. Right now, we only require $100 in retail sales every 2 calendar months. In the future, it's going to be $200 in retail sales every calendar month. And I'm going to show you how easy that is to do. That's really less than one party. So if you were to hold one party every other month, you would be fine. But if you just want to do personal use, if you're buying a Coochie, a Body Boost, a Kiss, a Splash, a Body Silk, a Body Dew, a Skin Therapy, and your significant other, brother, dad, whoever is using the shave and the wash, and then you're using Illusions for your lip gloss, that's your $200. You're going to get that for $120 with the 40% buying discount. And if you are buying on a day that has another discount or $19 shipping, you're saving there too. So your cost per month comes out to about $60 to smell great, look great, feel great. So this really is not that hard to do. So maintenance for your downline, there's been a change there also. Right now, if you do not hit your monthly minimums, for your override check at least once every 6 months, which is twice a year, then your team rolls up to the person above you. Um, in the future, starting in January, you must achieve your override minimum at least once every 4 months. So if you are an advanced consultant and you have been recruiting, then you have to sell at least $750 at least one out of every 4 months, which is basically doing one large party or 2 average size parties. Um, if you are a senior consultant, of course, that is where the override is $1,500, or the requirement is $1,500. But a senior consultant that's building a team should be doing at least 3 parties a month, so that should not be too difficult for you either. And then, of course, as a leader, you should definitely be hitting your minimums every month so that you can get those override checks, which is that extra money in your pocket to help pay your bills. So all of that is effective in January 1st, 2016. We also have Board of Director trip coming up in 2016. The Board of Directors is going to Nashville. The 2016 President's Club trip, which I am definitely shooting for, is going to Louisville. I absolutely love Louisville, Kentucky. I'm a huge horse person, and Pure Romance just totally pampers everybody when you go on these trips, so it's definitely something that you want to try to do if you can. We also have another trip incentive for anyone. There was Las Vegas this past year, and in this is for next year's trip. So in January through March. If you are a director or above, you need $28,000 in sales, 8 activations, and there will be 100. The first 150 people to meet those goals will get to go on the trip with consultant to senior consultant. It's 15,000, 4 activations, and the first 150 will go there. Um, so there won't be any tracking that is published on this because they want to make sure that it's fair for everyone and that someone's not going, oh, well, so and so's only got this. I know I can beat her, and just doing that little bit more to beat someone else out. They want to make sure that you're doing your personal best. They will periodically let us know how many spots are left and how many have been earned. Um, with this trip, once you earn it, you must maintain your monthly minimums at your level to get to go on the trip. If you fall below that, then you will lose your spot and someone else will get it. The trip will take place in July 2016. And if you want to know where that is, it is to Cancun. I know this trip is going to be awesome, and I'm definitely putting it on my goal board for 2016. So let's look at the schedule of events. There are going to be some starter kit changes. Um, Unfortunately, they are not going to show them to us. I know that we would all like to know what those changes are, but we are getting a few new products in these kits. And I know that our board of directors know what these are, but they are keeping their lips sealed. So I guess we'll just have to make that board of directors so that we'll know what those are in the future. The personal website fee, which I started to talk about a little bit earlier, and this is actually where it falls in the slides. So starting January 1st, 2016, all kits sold will be charged a $19 fee to support the maintenance and upgrade of our personal websites. So it's a $19 annual fee. And consultants will be required to pay a $19 charge annually for the personal website maintenance. Ladies, this is less than $2 a month to maintain your website. You cannot get a website for $2 a month. That is completely maintained for you. So this fee really is just part of doing business, and just write it out on your taxes because you can take it off on your taxes at the end of 2016. The fee is going to be added onto your first order that you do in 2016. World Conference. I hope everyone is getting excited and has either registered or is saving your pennies to register for World Conference. It is going to be in Orlando. It's going to be so much fun. They have so many fun things planned. They're calling it South Beach the Pink Carpet Experience. And we used to have a white party. It is back this year. It's going to be a lot of fun. Everybody is required to wear complete white except for your accessories. You can accessorize in gold or silver or something like that, but they want it to be a complete white out, no colors. So what are you going to wear to this? For ladies, white dresses, white skirt, white suit, white pants, white tops. White, silver, or gold shoes. You know, we want to definitely keep it as white as possible with the clothing. And then for the guys, it's a white suit or sports coat, white shirt with white linen pants, white khakis, white sneakers or boat shoes, a complete whiteout. It is a really pretty event. Everybody wears fun things, and it is a lot of fun. So here's a couple of different ideas of things to wear. All these girls look great and all have different body shapes, so you can all find something that will look beautiful on you, and I can't wait to see what everybody wears. At the awards banquet, it is going to be formal attire this year. So dust off those pretty formal dresses you have, or we may even do a fun girls' day where we go shopping for beautiful dresses. I'm so excited for this. I love, love, love to dress up. Look at all these beautiful women up here on stage. I can't wait to see everybody next year. So who all is going to get recognized? World Conference recognition is going to be great this year. Who should walk the stage at World Conference? Oops, scrolling a little too fast here. World Conference recognizes individuals who are actively engaged in the development of their businesses and those who are achieving growth and in their personal and team. World Conference recognition is changing. For the advanced consultants through advanced director levels, you must advance to a higher consultant level within 2 contest periods or World Conference recognition will be forfeited. The level will be determined at the end of the contest period, and the policy goes into effect immediately. So you need to be advancing. We are in the last contest period of the year right now. So if you advanced last contest period or you advance this contest period, then you will be at, my understanding is you will be recognized at World Conference. It may be this period and next. I will clarify that and let you know for sure. But this policy does go into effect. So my goal and what I would set everybody else is to advance in this contest period, October through December, to the next level. That way you make sure that you are being recognized. So we used to have one Rookie of the Year for sales and one for sponsoring. Instead, what they are going to do is consultants celebrating their first year anniversary in 2015 can walk the stage at World Conference. So if you have an anniversary in 2015, you get to walk the stage. You must meet your personal retail sales and sponsoring minimums, and those minimums are coming soon. So be on the lookout. I will make sure if I find out what they are that I pass them along on our Facebook group pages, and they will also be in my newsletter, and I'm sure Jody will put them in hers. Level advancements. So there is a current level advancement policy that says that if you lose a level, if you drop down a level, then you have 5 business days to regain that level. Pure Romance is actually making that 30 days. So if on November 1st you were to drop back a level, then instead of having the 5 days, you will have a full 30 days to regain that level. Also, the old policy said that you could only drop down one time and in a contest period, and now you have 3 times during a contest period. You must achieve a level advancement 90 days prior to the close of the contest period to walk the stage at World Conference. So make sure that 90 days prior, our conference, it starts at the end of March, so that means that by the end of December you have to have made those level advancements to be recognized at that level at conference. So if you are if you love to make videos of yourself or your Pure Romance products, please send those into Pure Romance. Pure Romance loves to receive those videos and share them out with the rest of the team. So make sure that you're sending any videos that you make to videos@pureromance.com. Here's some amazing growth in 2016. I know our team is just going to skyrocket, and I can't wait to see what everyone is going to do and the amazing growth that we're going to have. Thanks a lot, ladies.